Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a tag. I was tagged by my good friend Lauren for the Getting to Know You tag. How rude. I was tagged by my good friend Lauren here on YouTube, Refined Fashion. I will put her link for her video down below. But I was tagged by her in this video called the Getting to Know You tag, so we're going to do that. 2 thumbs up. There she is. So the first question is, what is your middle name? My middle name is Anne. Everybody in my family has a middle name or a first name Anne. So I guess it's just traditional. But yes, everybody in my family calls me Laurie Ann all the time. Even now people at work are starting to call me Laurie Ann. Number 2, what was your favorite subject in school? Lunch. Wasn't that everybody's favorite subject in school? Or was it just me? My entire family is very artistic, and I have an uncle who is very revered in the art world. He's a sculptor. He teaches classes at a community college. Like he was doing sets for Law and Order SVU for a really long time. So he's very much like the center of the Lombardi artistic circle. My brother is a tattoo artist, very, very talented. My grandmother was asked to draw for Walt Disney back in the 40s, but her mom wouldn't let her do it. So as a whole, I think my whole entire family really enjoyed the arts and music in school. So band was always one of my favorite times of the day. Any art classes that I took, I always really enjoyed it. So yeah. And now I do makeup. Number 3, what is your favorite drink? Is this alcoholic or is this like normal beverage? Alcoholic. I enjoy a gin and tonic. I enjoy a Moscato wine. I enjoy a margarita. There's so many of them. I am not condoning underage drinking. If you are under the age of 21, don't drink. It's just not worth it, because then it's like, I feel like people who drink when they're younger, like then they turn 21 and they can't really enjoy it because they're sick of it by then. So like definitely it's worth waiting. But if we're talking about regular beverages, I drink a hell of a lot of water and I drink a lot of iced tea. That's pretty much it. I try not to drink soda. We grew up with it in our household, but I try not to drink it because I do notice that I feel like crap when I drink soda. So, what is your favorite song at the moment? Adele, 25. Those are my favorite songs. That whole album is just, what goes on in that mind of hers? Like, how does that happen? And then she sells 3 million records in her first week. Who does that? Who does that? Like, that is ridiculous. And I am, like, I feel like a proud parent. Like, I am so proud of her. I've been a fan of Adele since, like, the beginning of time, it feels like. But, since, like, she started out, like, I've loved her since the very beginning. So, yeah. What is your favorite food? I really love chicken noodle soup. And it's, like, my mom's chicken noodle soup. Like, I love when she makes that. And I love, pretty much all of my mom's home cooking is like really good. But I'm sure everybody feels like their parents, like their mom, like makes the best of whatever. So I mean, it's just, I love my mom's chili. Is the last thing you bought? I had good like doorbusters at Ulta for Black Friday, and one of the things that I bought on Black Friday is this little Lorac Love Lust and Lace palette. It looks like this. Very neutral, very cool toned, which is something that I don't really have a lot of, so I was like, ooh. And it was only $10. Favorite book of all time? I'd have to say that's Little Women. That's like a book that my grandparents bought me, like when I was really young, and I've read it probably like 100 times. Maybe more, just because I love that story. And I love the original movie that was made in the 1940s too, with Elizabeth Taylor. And, favorite color? This is really funny because Lauren says she hates purple, but purple is my favorite color. I actually think it's one of the most beautiful colors, and it's actually, for me, like, each kind of shade of purple, from lavender to like royal, I think is beautiful, but she thinks the opposite of me. It's fine. Do you have any pets? Yes, I have 2 dogs. Bella, little Pomeranian, you've seen her in some videos, and then I have Murphy, a big 140-pound lab German Shepherd Rottweiler mix. You've seen him in a couple of videos. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. I just love to hug him. He's good to hug. He's a good hugger. Favorite perfume. I actually have a couple. During the winter, I wear, let me get them so you can see. During the winter, I wear Lancome's La Vie est Belle. It looks like this. They call this the Crystal Smile, because it like dips down. It's kind of silly. But it's just a very warm, like vanilla-y, but like still not super sweet fragrance, and I really love it. Like, it kind of, when I first took a whiff of this, I was like, that kind of reminds me of like an older lady wearing this. But then I put it on at work, and people were really giving me a lot of compliments, and I actually really end up loving it. So I wear this during like the winter, like the warm, like when I want to keep warm, I wear this one. Number 11 is your favorite holiday. Any holiday where I get to see family is like my favorite holiday. Just because I am that person that is a workaholic and will often, you know, have to work on a holiday. But like, I love Thanksgiving because of the food, obviously. Like, but I also get to see a lot of family that I don't get to see all year round. I love Christmas. I get to spend Christmas Eve with like my mom's side of the family, and Christmas Day I go to my dad's side. So it's very like much just a holiday for me, where I get to see everybody that I don't normally get to see, because I do work so much. The next question is, are you married? Hey, no. Single. Do you speak any other language? I took French for years in school, and while I loved it, now, A, I don't remember really a lot of it, and B, I kind of wish I took something else more like Italian and Spanish. Like, I wonder why I decided to take French, because it's not something that I use, and that's why I don't remember. It's a two-way street. Language is a two-way street, so there's got to be a little give and take there, but... How many siblings do you have? This gets kind of complicated because I have 2 older brothers who are just my brothers, and then I have 4 step-siblings that are all younger than me. So I have 2 step-sisters and 2 step-brothers. What is your favorite shop? Target. H&M, Forever 21, Old Navy. Favorite restaurant would have to be my cousin's restaurant down in Dobbs Ferry, New York. If you are in the area, please stop by Slice. It's spelled S-L-Y-C-E. My cousins own it. It's incredible. I've turned all my friends onto it. Like, I take them there and they're amazed. It's artisan pizza and craft beer, but they have always made delicious, like Italian food, and just recently they did a whole remodel and renamed the restaurant, so it was like a huge grand opening again for them, and they did an amazing job at making that restaurant all that it could really be. But my whole life, that pizza shop has been a staple for me, and it's my favorite restaurant. When was the last time you cried? I think the last time I cried was listening to the Adele album. That song, When We Were Young, is pretty much exactly how I feel about life right now. And it's just... that song, I wish I could sit down with her and just talk to her about everything, because that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like, I think about like I'm 30 years old. Favorite blog? I don't really follow blogs. Yeah, I really don't, because I spend a lot of time on the computer doing stuff for YouTube and all the social media and stuff like that, and I just feel like it's just best to not like focus all of my energy on a computer. So it's just, you know, I don't follow blogs. I really don't, because it's pretty much like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, like all the time. And it needs to kind of, like, I think it's good to take a break. I know that it's very important nowadays. Social media holds a very powerful stance in how everybody's life is going nowadays. But I feel like I need a break. I think I really just try to compartmentalize everything and what's important and what's not. And I don't feel the need to follow a blog. I'm sure there are amazing blogs out there, but I don't know, I don't really make time to follow them all that much. Your favorite movie? I have so many. And a lot of them are just like movies that like my dad used to show us when we were kids and we probably shouldn't have been watching. So like there's a movie called My Blue Heaven, which stars Steve Martin, who's a very, very well-known comedian. And then it also stars Rick Moranis, who is also a very well-known comedian who's just kind of out of the limelight nowadays. So, who's just kind of out of the limelight nowadays. But it's just about Steve Martin being a convict, and he goes into the witness protection program, and it's just one of the funniest movies I have ever seen in my entire life. And it just reminds me of my childhood. I also really love Julie Andrews. You guys know this, I've talked about it before, but she's another person that I hold very dear. So I love Mary Poppins and The Sound of Music and all that stuff. Favorite TV shows? I watch a lot of TV. But I don't watch it live. Like the only ones that I actually watch live are Once Upon a Time, Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder. Everything else I just kind of will watch on Netflix or Hulu or something, and I'll binge watch them like when I have a day off or if I'm on vacation. Because how else would you spend your vacation? So I love those shows. Those three, Orange is the New Black. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. If you haven't watched the first season of that show, and you were a fan of shows like The Office, and 30 Rock and Parks and Rec, you will totally love Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Just one of the most like endearingly funny shows, and I watched the whole season in one day. Because that's what you do. PC or Mac? I have a Mac. And I only just recently got it. And it's a little more, yeah, I don't know. I got this mainly for YouTube so that I can edit better videos for you guys. But it really has like, really changed my life. I had Adele for years. And it was just hell. It was really hellish having that laptop. Because it just would break down on me. So I saved up all my cash and I walked into the Apple store and I paid $1,300 in cash and bought that laptop. And I was very happy. It was very like, I don't think I've ever been in and out of a mall faster. Like I walked in, went straight to the Apple store. I knew exactly what I wanted. I just told them, they brought it out. I said, here is all my cash. And I left. I didn't want to shop around. I didn't want to look at anything. I just wanted to get in my car and go home because I held something in my hand that was so expensive that I was like, I can't let anybody see me carrying this outside of the store. So weird. What phone do you have? I have an iPhone 5S. And a lot of people are like, you don't have the 6 or the 6? No. First of all, I have a job, I have a full-time job, and I do all these extra jobs. Like I make my own money, and I don't get a new phone until this one will not turn on anymore. Like that's just how it happens. And they're expensive. They're so expensive, and it took me forever to get up the courage to buy that laptop. Like I've needed it for a really long time, and I was like dying with my old one, and literally, like, my friend Bella just said, you need to go get the laptop. Like, I know you have the money to do it. And I'm like, but it's so scary. Like, it's scary for me to spend a lot of money. So I hold the money that I make from my jobs up on a very high pedestal, and I save it, and How tall are you? I am 4 foot 8 inches tall. Short. What? Can you cook? Yes, I can. Besides the fact that my whole family can cook, I went to school to be a chef at first, right out of high school. So that's it for the Get to Know Me tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up. As always, please subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me whenever I can get them up. And I will put everybody that I tag down below with links to their channels, and if they've done the tag already, I'll put Lauren's link down below as well, so you guys can go watch her and subscribe to her. She's like super beautiful and total goals, so just go watch her video. Total goals AF. I'll see you in my next video.